Hi everyone, this is Connie from Connie's Creative Creations. Today I am going to be in a Power Up collab, and we'll get to more of that in a minute. So let's get right to it. Okay, this was my idea at first. I had gotten this tree log, and I was going to try and make a bread bowl, but the wood was extremely hard wood. I don't know what kind of tree it was, but it was really hard. So I was using my angle grinder at trying to dig into this. Now I have to change my gears a little bit. Now, if I had a lathe, this would be perfect. And a lathe is what I want to get, because a lathe, you put the wood on there and it turns the wood, and you use tools to cut into it and design what you want. So definitely a lathe is on my wish list. Okay, so I got this great big drill bit, and I was using my corded drill, and I'm just trying to drill in holes into it. I thought, well, if I could just break it up some, it'd be easier to get in there. And I completely went all the way around the top of this, except for the rim around the outside. And then I grabbed another size of a drill bit. Here I am trying the grinder again. Like I said, a lathe is much better. A lathe is what I want. Billy from the Messy Scroller has helped me pick a lathe out, even though it's going to be a little while before I get it, but I know what one I'm going to be getting. So here I am. I am just starting to get a little tiny bit frustrated, but I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. But that wood was so hard that I was using, my arm was sore for 2 days after pushing that drill down into that wood over and over and over again. So now here I grabbed the small one, the small drill bit, and I'm going in between all the big holes to try to even get it more. And I had gotten a bunch of the stuff out. This is the second day. I'd used my chisel and my hammer, like right now, and I'm just like breaking it up, but it just, this thing I thought for sure was going to kill me. But yeah, so I changed gears to another project, but a lathe is what's going to help me finish this project at another date. Okay, this is the Power Up collab. Sarah from Can Sarah DIY It and is the host, and her co-host is Zana from OK at Home DIY. And then there is 10 other crafters. So you'll want to go down to the description box, check out everybody's channel, or check out everything that's in the description box, Sarah's and Zana's, and don't forget to check out the playlist where all the other crafters will be on this playlist. So let's get right back into this project. Okay, so as you see, this isn't the same project. Like I had said earlier, this is going to be, I am in the process. I've made one organizing craft room video, and I'm going to be doing another one. One of my biggest problems with my craft room is the fact that I had no room for my ribbon. So those other pieces of wood, they were already cut to the exact perfect size for it to be as tall as I wanted it, to be as wide as I wanted it. And now that I've done it, I realized I probably should have made it a lot taller, but that's okay. I got a lot of my ribbon on, and I'll have to do some more of these shelves. But this piece I needed to cut, and this is a 1x4. Now that, a lot of people say, oh, well, I think it's 1 inch by 4 inches, but it's not. It's like 3/4 of an inch by 3.5 inches, or 3 3/4 inches. The reason why they call them 2x4s, 1x4s, 1x6s, 2x6s, whatever, that's what they named them back way, many years ago, and it's just stuck with them. So don't go by those measurements. Measure your wood. and then you'll know exactly what you're needing. So here I am doing the shelves. Now I'm going to have a bottom shelf and a top shelf that's actually the top of the shelves, which is wider. It is a 1x6. These are 1x4s. And I'm only doing 3 of these, and then I'll have the other 2. So it will be 5 shelves, but I didn't want just them to be sitting on a shelf because it can roll off, of course. So, and I don't have wall space to put this, so this has to sit on the floor. So I'm just cutting these, and then I'm going to use dowels, 2 different sizes of dowels, and I'm going to cut them the same size as the shelves. And then we're going to go back outside and we're going to construct it. This was actually this was the first of this week, and it was up in the high 50s and high 60s. And so, yeah, it was really nice and warm. And you'll see in a few minutes that I get rid of that sweatshirt because I just got way, way, way too warm. So here I am measuring up against that one of the shelves so that I can mark each one of the dowels. Now, for some reason, I ended up cutting them a little too... Actually, I cut them the right size, but my wood has got a bow in it, a tiny bit of a bow, and that doesn't matter on this project, and that's the only reason I used it. This isn't furniture. This is a ribbon holder. So here I'm trying to make it where you can see better. I've got a car in my garage because it's getting fixed, and I can't pull out my big work table to work on this stuff. So I'm just kind of tight for room. But here I am. I'm going to go ahead and cut them, and then we're going to go back outside to work on them. Okay, so here we are. I am just using my my orbital sander, and I am just sanding away. And you can see that it's got that bow in it, and it works out perfect. It doesn't even bother it one bit. So I'm just getting those all the pieces sanded up, and then we're going to start hooking these together. Now, midstream, you may or may not notice my other drill that's sitting there, my cordless drill, the battery dies. I had forgot to hook it up, and I thought it had a good charge on it, and it didn't. So I end up having to switch back and forth with my other drill so that I can get this made. Now I'm just kind of setting it up the way I want it, and I'm going to use my clamps to hold it exactly. Now I'm putting it up there, putting the clamp on, and then I'm going to measure to make sure, because this is going to be the top shelf, and so I want to make sure that I had it so it wouldn't be wonky, that the shelves would be perfectly straight. And I'm going ahead and putting those other ones in. Now the other ones are smaller, so they're going to have the smaller ribbon on them, and the top and the bottom shelf is larger, so I'll have the larger ribbon. So here I am just drilling it in, and I'm using a pilot hole, and then I'm putting in a 2.5-inch screw so that this holds together and stays nice and sturdy. So yeah, I'm just going to finish working on this, and you know, it turned out, I really love it. I love the way it holds a lot of my ribbon, not all of it, but a lot of my ribbon, and that's okay. So later on, I'm going to have to come up with another shelf, which probably is going to have to be up against this wall, a wall in my craft room that I can't put a back on this. This one I'm going to put a back on it because it needs a back. to hold it. Now you can see I shedded the sweatshirt because I am in the sun and it's hot and I needed to cool off. That sweatshirt was just a little too much. So here I am just working away, getting all these screws in, getting it all screwed together, and you'll see, though you can tell the wood is kind of bowed a little bit, but like I said, it turns out perfect. And this is the bottom, and you can see that's when I'm starting to notice. I probably right then I should have took that drill in and put it on the charger because it was almost dead and I didn't even realize it. So, but I really love this collab. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Please think about subscribing. It's free for you to do, and it helps my channel grow. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Give me a big old thumbs up, as well as if you hit that notification bell, click it twice, and you can click on the all on the drop down menu and leave me a comment. I love reading comments. So here I am just working away. And also, if you're a subscriber or you have welcome back to my channel, I'm so glad you are here. So as you can see, I'm just working away. I'm getting dirtier and dirtier with all this sawdust all over me, but I'm used to it. My hair is kind of a mess, but that's just the way it is when I'm working. I don't really much care about the way my hair looks, as long as it's out of my face and out of my tools, of course. So here I am hooking those the smaller shelves. I'm getting those all in. They kind of stick. I don't have to use the clamp because the top and bottom shelves on. So I am able to just do it and not have to hold it. And those are all done. Now it's time to do the dowels. I went ahead and drilled a hole in each of the dowels at the both ends, and then I hooked it on one side, and then I left it kind of hanging there, and I'm doing it on the other side so that I can get them all done. And I love my power tools, but the power tool I don't have is a lathe. Now, to the giftaway. There's going to be I think it's a $25 Amazon gift card to the winner. To enter, all you have to do is comment on everybody's videos, and we each have a different secret word. Now, my word is something that I want, that I don't have, that I really, really, really want, and I will use it on that first project that I did not get it finished. So, now, this is the piece of wood that I was using as a table. Now I'm cutting it because this is going to be the back of the shelf. It worked out perfect. So I am just going to go ahead and screw it down, and then we're going to paint it. Now I'm only going for one light coat, and you can still see the wood in through it, and that's exactly what I wanted. So here I am just going around putting all the screws in, the pilot holes, so that I can go ahead and put the screws. Now I do a few, and then I go and finish putting the rest of the holes in, and just adding all those screws. And then this project is almost finished, except for the paint and putting all the ribbon on it. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. Like I said, when I get that lathe, I'm going to be making some bowls and some other things as well. I'm looking forward to it. But this, I mean, I didn't even use half my tools. I used some of my tools. So the ones I did use was my orbital sander, 2 of my drills, my miter saw, my circular saw, and I did use my my angled grinder at the beginning. Even though I didn't completely finish that project, I still did use it. So here I am. I'm just using white spray paint, and I literally only do one coat, and that's okay, because this isn't, like I said before, this is not like a piece of furniture that's going to be in a you know, like a dining room, living room, or whatever. This is in my craft room, and so I just wanted it mainly so that I wouldn't get splinters if I touched it, and that it worked. So, but yes, so I hope you guys really enjoy not just my video, but all the other people, crafters in this playlist. So I know I keep saying so, but, and I do so. All right, well, you guys enjoy. Okay, and here is the final project, all loaded up with a bunch of my ribbon. I don't have a ton of ribbon, just because as soon as I buy it for projects usually, and then I use it. I would like to get a bigger collection though. But all right, you guys have an extremely blessed week. Call somebody and tell them you love them. They might just need to hear that today. You guys all be the Bible that somebody reads today. Bye.